The Masters tournament is where the best of the best come to shine. It's a place where legends are made, and sometimes where they're unexpectedly humbled. This year, Augusta was buzzing with anticipation, especially with the leaderboard stacked with top-tier talent. Players with a combined total of 10 major victories were among the top 5, including reigning champion Scottie Scheffler. But as we know, golf isn't always predictable, and not everyone makes it to the weekend. Some big names are heading home early, leaving fans scratching their heads. So, who's packing their bags? Let's dive in. Angel Cabrera, a troubled return. The name Angel Cabrera brings back memories of his stunning 2009 Masters victory. But this year's return to Augusta for the first time since 2019 was filled with baggage. After serving time in prison for assault and intimidation, Cabrera was back, yet his performance didn't match his past glory. With a score of 11 over par, tied for the second worst on the board, Cabrera's bid for another green jacket came to an abrupt end. When asked if he deserved to be playing after his troubled past, his response was simple: why not? Well, despite the bold statement, his game was clearly not up to the challenge this time around. Dustin Johnson, heartbreak on 18. Dustin Johnson, the 2020 Masters champion, was hoping for a better fate this year, but fate wasn't on his side. Going into the 18th hole at 1 over, a costly double bogey crushed his hopes of advancing to the weekend. It was a painful finish for Johnson, who's now missed the cut 2 years in a row at Augusta. His best finish since his victory? A tie for 12th place in 2022. But this year, it wasn't meant to be, and Johnson's dream of another green jacket was cut short. Brooks Koepka, a rocky return. Brooks Koepka, who stormed through the majors in 2023 with a tie for second at Augusta and a PGA Championship win, was aiming for another strong showing this year. But his performance this week was a continuation of his struggles from last year. Like Johnson, Koepka was on track to make the cut, sitting even par through 16. However, a disastrous bogey on 17 followed by a quadruple bogey on 18 sent him tumbling down the leaderboard. His final score of 5 over par meant his weekend at Augusta was over before it even began. Will Zalatoris, still waiting for the breakthrough. Will Zalatoris is one of those players fans have been waiting to see break through at Augusta, but this wasn't the year. Opening with a 2 over par, Zalatoris struggled to find any rhythm, bogeying the 11th and double bogeying both the 12th and 15th holes. With a final score of 8 over par, his hopes for a breakthrough performance ended early. The quest for his first Masters title will have to wait another year. Tony Finau, a string of disappointments. Tony Finau came into Augusta after a solid finish at the Genesis, but his recent form had been far from stellar. He hasn't finished inside the top 30 in his last 5 tournaments, and it showed. Though he managed to grind his way under the cut line at one point, Finau ultimately couldn't hold on. Another missed cut for a player who's shown glimpses of greatness, but hasn't quite lived up to expectations at Augusta. The Masters is known for its ability to surprise, and this year was no exception. Big names, expected to make deep runs, found themselves heading home early. For some, the journey back to Augusta will be filled with questions and reassessments. But that's the nature of golf, isn't it? One day you're on top, and the next, you're packing your bags. Who will rise to the occasion next year? Only time will tell.